Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Rosemary Leva. Today I want to talk to you guys about a book that is one of my favorite books, and it is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. This book is very special to me. I first discovered this book at a point in my life where I was living in LA. I was literally just starting in my career. I remember I would take the bus, I would take the train, and I just had like a lot of time where I would just walk throughout the city, and I would always be listening to this book. Not only because of the information that this book has, because it does have very valuable information, but also because of the vibration. I believe certain music, certain books carry a higher vibration, and this book definitely, every time I would listen to it, I just felt so much better, and I started to really embody the concepts in this book, and it just helped me to change my self-image. When you want to get rich, if you're somebody that maybe you don't come from money, a lot of times it's kind of like a battle with your subconscious beliefs, because your subconscious beliefs don't support that idea, because you might have subconscious beliefs that people who have money are snobby or they're evil. Like, there's a lot of beliefs about money that can actually keep you further from accomplishing your goals, from becoming wealthy. You have to really sit down and look at what your beliefs are about money. So the first thing that Wallace D. Wattles talks about in The Science of Getting Rich is you have the right to be rich. We come across these beliefs of not being worthy of making more money. They can be very subconscious beliefs where you think like, no, I can make money, I deserve money, but really you don't believe it, because it could be the beliefs that your parents raised you with, it could be, the environment that you grew up in. So this book talks about getting rich, but it's more about being prosperous. Being prosperous, in my opinion, is more important than having money. This is something I think about a lot. I met people who have a lot of money, but they also have a lot of debt, or they worry about their money, or they're always stressing out about they have to pay this or that. And even though they have a lot of money in the bank, they don't have time to enjoy it, or they're always worrying about losing it. That's not being wealthy. To me, being wealthy is having the freedom to enjoy a luxurious lifestyle, having options, being able to travel, doing what you love. To me, that is a wealthy, prosperous lifestyle. This book says that the way nature works and the way infinite intelligence is, according to this book, it's a substance through which all things are made. So this book can be a little esoteric in these concepts. The way that infinite intelligence works, the way the formless substance works, is that it's always promoting life. When someone wants to be rich, they need to work with nature, and the purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life. What it means by this is that a lot of times when people are in the pursuit of becoming rich, they can fall into competition. And this book promotes creation. Since we are all part of the formless substance, since we are all part of infinite intelligence, a lot of people talk about being channels, and I believe that we are channels of the infinite intelligence. When you have the desire to be rich, it's a natural desire. It's a desire to increase and advance life, and to be more and do more, because really it is the infinite intelligence that wants to do more and be more and live through you. When you are rich, you get to enjoy more things, you get to experience more of life, and you get to live a fuller life. If you want to enjoy life, you're going to need things, and you need money to buy these things. Nowadays, life is so advanced and so complex that you really need a lot of money. If you think about it, you really need a lot of money to live a full life. Every day, rent gets more expensive, buying a house gets more expensive, you want to travel, you want to look nice, now that with social media and everything, I think some people say that it makes you feel like inadequate or like insecure, but on the other side of that, it also shows you what is possible, where before we used to think that certain lifestyles or certain privileges were reserved for people with more money. Now more possibilities are open to more people, and more people are rising up from situations where they perhaps were not motivated to make enough money because they didn't believe it was possible. So I think a lot about like the 4-minute mile example, where nobody thought it was possible until one person did it, and then after that person did it, suddenly a lot of people started to do it. And that's how I see social media. Part of that is that we get to see what is possible. If that person can have these nice things, if they can travel the world, if they can work from their laptop, if they can be financially free, then I can do it too. I can figure out a way to do it too. And a lot of people have been motivated this way, and more people are starting to break free from like 9-to-5 jobs, and they end up becoming even wealthier and having even more abundance and prosperity. So basically, this book says that there is nothing wrong with wanting to get rich, because becoming rich is really the desire for a fuller and more abundant life. So we're going to talk about 5 things, the most important 5 ideas in this book. These are ideas that really helped me a lot in my career, not only in making more money, because of course that's the goal, we do want to make more money, but in relating myself more to a successful person, changing my self-image, and really seeing myself as somebody prosperous and successful. So the first principle in the science of getting rich, the concept that everything comes from this formless substance, which is infinite intelligence. From this formless substance, all things are made. Human beings, we are thinking centers. So when we project a thought onto the formless substance, we create a momentum, and it's not like things just appear out of thin air and we can just like manifest things. We're not there yet that I know of, at least I'm not there yet. But you do start a momentum, and you do start a current, and you do start movements that are going to bring about that thing that you desire. So perhaps you desire a new car, or perhaps you desire a new laptop, or whatever it is. You might not get that laptop right away, but you will start the movements that will get you what you want. When you start believing that you can have everything you want, this is the foundation. The foundation is that you can project what you want onto the formless substance, and it will come to you, but you need to have faith. So you need to believe in this truth. If you don't believe in this truth, if you don't have faith, then it's going to be very hard, or the things that you want, they might still come to you, but they're going to take a lot longer. This book says that you need to believe in the truth regardless of appearances. For example, when I first moved to the States, which was 4 years ago, I had to live with family, and it was not the best situation. And I just remember being very optimistic. Like, I've always been able to just dream things into being. So I would pretend that I lived in this like beautiful house, in this like very elegant apartment. I would pretend that I had this beautiful, elegant bathroom. This is what the book says, that you need to live in that imaginary house that you dream of. You need to act as if you already had the job that you wanted. I've always believed that you should dress for the job you want, not for the job that you have, because it's, in a way, you're imprinting in your subconscious mind that you are already having the things that you want. You already have the life that you want, because when you come from this space of feeling like desperate, or believing in scarcity, that the things that you want are hard, or that, they're far away, like I said, it takes longer for you to get them. But if you believe that you don't need it because it's already here, it's coming, and you're already living your dream life, if you can just shift into that mentality, the things that you want come a lot faster. The second point is this concept that I was discussing earlier, which is increasing life. When we want to get rich, we can fall into the competitive mode. It's rooted from scarcity, you know, like thinking that I need to fight for resources, or this person's going to take it away from me, or if I don't hurry up and get this, it's going to be somebody else is going to take it, or, you know, I need to take things from people so that I can have more money. People who sell things, for example, that they know are not good, they know they don't work, but they still sell them because they believe that they need to make money. And this book tells you, if you are in a business where you are selling something that you know doesn't work, you need to get out of that business. Because when you are in the competitive mode, then if you're not promoting life, versus when you're in the creative mode, if you are increasing life, you're going with the rules of nature, of the universe. When you desire something, you shouldn't be afraid or think that it's not going to come to you. Say you want to attract your soulmate, for example, and you meet somebody and maybe you feel like this is your chance at love, and maybe this person tells you, you know, you need to really value me because this is your only chance at love. You know, people will tell you things like that, and you believe that this is not it. You know, it's like you don't want to settle. That's what this book is telling you, that you need to have faith. Don't settle for things if it's not what you want. Don't settle for a relationship if it's not what you want. Everything is going to come to you, and you need to have faith and act with purpose and have your vision all the time that whatever you want is coming to you. The third thing, this is gratitude. This is such a powerful practice, gratitude. I know when I've had moments of my life where I wasn't doing very well, if I really thought about it, I wasn't being very appreciative and grateful of the things that I already had. The Science of Getting Rich says that it's very important to relate yourself to the formless substance, to infinite intelligence, and the way that you relate yourself and that you harmonize yourself with that intelligence is by being grateful, by showing gratitude. This book says that the more grateful we are, the more things that we attract to be grateful for, because the closer that you live to the source of wealth, the more access you have to abundance and prosperity. The next thing is thinking and acting in a certain way. And this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, about how you need to hold the faith of your vision. Believe that it is coming, even if the circumstances or even if your environment doesn't reflect the things that you want yet. Even if you don't have the perfect job yet, you need to act as if you were already in your perfect job. You need to dress for the job that you want. You need to carry yourself and talk like a successful person. You need to believe that you are already successful. It could be that you're living, you know, with family. You might just be starting out, or, you know, you might live like in a really small place that's not ideal, but you need to treat it as if it were your ideal house. Always take care of yourself, of your image, of your clothes, and carry yourself like a successful person, because that is what you're going to attract. So say you have a job that you don't really like your job, you might hate your job. It sucks. You're like, you have to go to this job every day that you don't like. But you really need to find ways to really see the best in your job. Get into this mindset where you tell yourself, you know, I'm going to be the best at this. Maybe you're a cashier right now at a supermarket, or maybe you work in retail or customer service, and, you know, people are like yelling at you. You still have to carry yourself as a successful, prosperous person and act that way. So how would you act? You would act with confidence, and you would try to be the best at everything that you do. You know, you would try to be the best cashier, or you would try to be the best customer service person. You can't live thinking, oh, I'm going to, you know, really go for it once I have that job that I love, once I'm in that career that I love. You need to go for it now. You need to already embody that wealth that you desire, and that wealth will be attracted to you. It goes very well with what I was talking about earlier, really holding the vision of what you want and acting as if you already have the wealth and money and prosperity that you desire, acting like a successful person. Wattles says that you need to do everything that you can do in a day. You need to be very productive, not leave things for later, because you never know everything that Source has for you, everything that the infinite intelligence has planned for you. It could be that there were movements in that day that were going to get you what you wanted, but if you didn't do that one thing that you were supposed to do, you weren't, maybe you didn't go to the gym that morning because you woke up late, or maybe you didn't upload a video that you wanted to upload because you were procrastinating. All of these things that could have happened to you to benefit you, they didn't happen because you postponed these things that you knew that you were supposed to do. It's not about burning yourself out. It's just about doing everything that's important in that day and going to bed feeling like you had a successful day because you did everything that you could do in that day to get to where you want to be. And so the main thing that I really love about this book, like I said, is this idea of embodying this successful person. Really think about, what does the ideal me look like? Where does she live? How does she dress? What kind of clothes does she wear? What kind of how does she move? How does she talk? How does she carry herself? Really have this idea in your head and start to act like this person. And especially at work, a lot of times you want to have a certain career. Maybe you're like me, you want to have your own business, and you can't just start acting like a successful person until you have this business. You have to start acting like a successful person now, and you need to carry yourself like this successful person, and the people that you interact with will start to see you as a successful person, and they will start to treat you like a successful person. They'll start to treat you like an advancing person, and they'll see you as somebody who is going on to do better things and to achieve better things. I see this a lot. We put our lives on hold and we think like, I'll go after my dreams once I have this, or I'll be happy once I have my dream job, or I'll act more professionally once I'm in my ideal career. No, you need to do it now, because that is the way that people are going to start seeing you. That is the image that you are projecting onto the formless substance. It's very important to start acting like the successful version of ourselves, to start carrying ourselves in that way, and to start believing that we are already rich, we are already abundant. If you look at nature is abundant, and we are part of nature. If you look at a tree and you start counting like all the leaves in that tree, there's so many leaves. Like, nature is so abundant, and nature doesn't think like, oh, I can only have a certain amount of leaves. No, because nature is always trying to increase life, and that is how we need to be. We need to start to see becoming wealthy as something that is promoting life, increasing life, and the more that we become successful, the more opportunities that we can give to other people. And it's just seeing it from a more optimistic point of view, from a more loving point of view, where you love yourself enough to really go after your dreams, go after what you want, and in this way really inspire others to go for their dreams as well. So I love this book. As you can tell, it's something that gets me really excited, talking about things like this, talking about mindset, talking about spirituality, talking about changing your beliefs and reprogramming your subconscious beliefs. If this is something that you like, if you like these book reviews, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear it. Also, if you have a book that you like, that you would want me to review or discuss, please write it down below, and I would love to see if it's something that we could talk about in this channel. So please give me a like and a share if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.